Hi, I'm Shreeya. I'm a Japanese chef. I run the small outlet called Sushi and More in Mumbai, India. It is the first of its kind. It's a Japanese takeaway store. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to make a Kappa Maki. Kappa Maki, or a cucumber roll, is something that's a very basic Japanese sushi roll where kids love it across the world. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add something else to make it a little more interesting. So keep watching. So in order to make the Kappa Maki, we would be requiring the following ingredients. The first and foremost is sushi rice. You can check it out in my other video, how I've cooked the sushi rice. In order to make this type of roll, I would need about 150 to 180 grams of cooked sushi rice. So that's this. The next thing is kappa or cucumber. The Japanese cucumber is a little more different than what this is, but I'm using a desi variety. One, it's similar to what Japanese cucumber is and it's a little more crunchier. Make sure that it's not bitter when you're using it. And I'll be using it also with the skin. The next thing is yukari or pickle plum powder. This is just dried pickled plum, which is a little sour, and there's salt added to it. So salt sour thing that gives the whole roll a little more taste. The next thing that we will be needing is a Nori Seaweed. It's easily available in a lot of stores across the country. You would find it in a packet of 10, so one is quite good enough. The next thing is a sushi mat. A sushi mat or a bamboo mat, it actually looks like this. When you buy it, what we need to do is we need to wrap it up in cling film so that the rice does not stick onto the grooves. And also, I would be needing a wet duster in order to wipe the knife every time I cut it, a chopping board, a bowl of water in order to moisten my hands, and then a clean, sharp knife. That's very essential. So in order to make the Kappa Maki, I will be cutting the cucumber first. You wash it, you remove the sides, and make a straight incision right through the center along the length. Cut it into 4 again and just remove the pith, not too much, but just like that. The same thing you can use a lot of other vegetables, like asparagus, maybe avocado. A lot of people love avocados. So that's how you cut it and keep it. The next thing that we do is we take the wrapped bamboo mat or the sushi mat and we use the Nori Seaweed. Now if you remember, I had shown you Nori Seaweed, which is much bigger in size. I've just cut it into half along the width. A Nori Seaweed has two sides. One is the shiniest side and the other is the rough side. Always keep the shiny side down and the rough side facing you. Always have a bowl of water right next to you so that you can keep your hands moist because the rice is extremely sticky. For people who start for the first time, always take smaller quantities of rice. I'm used to making this, so I know how much rice is getting used. Make a small bowl of it and start spreading it. From one end of the seaweed to the other. Don't apply too much pressure, go gently. Fill up all the gaps that's necessary. One more thing that I would like you to keep in mind is for making this roll, you need to keep about an inch's gap from the top end. This would help to seal the roll and prevent any kind of rice coming out. So you see, I've made a uniform bed. I've not pressed the rice too much. You can still see the grains of rice are whole. The next thing is I'm going to use the yukari, which is the pickled plum powder. It's not necessary that you use this because I like it because it's very Japanese and it has a nice salty, sour taste to it. Sprinkle just about enough on the entire rice. Now the cut cucumber pieces, I'm going to place it along the length. That's about it. See, it's always about the alignment. Never put too much, never put too little as well. So I start with my roll. I pick up the sushi mat, hold on to the stuffing. I just hold on to the stuffing again and move forward. I just hold on to the stuffing again and move forward. Honestly, it is pretty simple, but it all comes down to precision and the amount of ingredients that you're using for proper balance. You see that there are no gaps. Rice is not being visible. You can make it into square, round, triangle, whatever you want. In order to cut this, I'm going to moisten the blade of my knife. Why? Because it won't stick onto the rice again and it'll give a cleaner cut. Because it's a thin roll, I'm going to cut it into 6 pieces. Let's start from the center. Get the 2 cut edges together and the uncut together. Wipe the knife clean, moisten it again, kind of stuff any kind of extra rice that's jutting out just inside, and cut this half roll into 6. Wipe again. Clean your knife, place it back. So this is Kappa Maki, or the cucumber roll. I hope you enjoy it. You ideally enjoy it with soy sauce. There's wasabi and ginger. It's pickled ginger that gives it a nice taste. Also, if you like my recipes, do subscribe to India Food Network for any queries, comments or suggestions. Or if there's anything else that you would like to learn as far as Japanese food is concerned, do write in. I'll be happy to assist. Thank you and arigatou gozaimasu.